Right, ready to dive into some of that juicy relationship advice everyone's always looking for.
Always a fun topic.
So we're looking at this list today, just 5 practical tips for keeping that romance going strong, long term.
Right.
And I think sometimes people underestimate how even these like really simple pieces of
Yeah.
advice can actually unlock some big, big changes if you really think about them.
Yeah, definitely.
So tip number 1 on this list, it's date nights.
Okay.
Date nights seems pretty basic, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, when's the last time you actually like sat down, looked at the calendar and
Yeah.
said, this time is for us?
It's so important. We kind of forget about it, I think, especially as life gets busier.
Totally. I was like,
Right.
remember back when you were first dating and you would just like lose track of time?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Talking for hours. That's what date nights should be. Like a mini vacation from your regular routine.
Yes. It's a chance to reconnect.
Mm.
Put down the phones, forget about the dishes and just enjoy being together.
Exactly. It's like hitting the reset button on the whole relationship.
Yes. And you know what? I've actually seen this work wonders with couples I've worked with. I had one couple, they were really on the verge of, yeah, well,
Oh, no.
yeah, it wasn't good. But they committed to a weekly date night, even if it was just staying in, cooking together, something simple. And slowly but surely, they started to remember why they fell in love in the first place.
It's amazing how, like, just that little bit of effort, that consistency can change things.
It makes a huge difference. Which actually kind of leads us to our next tip, which is surprises. And I think, similar to the date night thing, people think surprises have to be these big, elaborate things.
Right, right. It's not about that at all. It's the thought.
It's about like the awe factor, not
Yeah.
the wow factor.
Exactly. Like, did your partner mention a new restaurant they want to try?
Or maybe there's a book they've been meaning to get.
Yes. Those little things, picking up their favorite takeout after a long day, that's a surprise.
So it's really more about like, I see you.
Yeah.
I pay attention to the things you like.
Yes. I appreciate you. You're showing them you care about the little things that make them happy.
And sometimes those little things honestly mean so much more.
Oh, absolutely. 100 times more. They build up over time.
So much more than like, some big expensive gift once a year.
Exactly. Consistency. That's key.
Now, all right, this next one can be, it can be a little bit delicate.
Okay.
We got to talk about physical intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't just mean, the romantic,
Right, of course.
that aspect of a relationship, though that's important too.
Of course.
But I mean, all kinds of touch,
Absolutely, yeah.
like a hug,
Mm-hmm.
holding hands,
Yeah.
just a quick kiss goodnight.
So crucial because, physical touch, it actually releases oxytocin.
Oh, yeah, the cuddle hormone or
Yes,
whatever.
exactly. And that promotes bonding, it deepens connection.
It's like a biological cheat code for feeling closer.
Right. And I think sometimes as relationships go on, we forget about that.
Mm.
We get busy, we get stressed, and we forget to just like hug our partner for no reason. Give them a back rub after a long day. Those small gestures can make a world of difference.
It's a way of showing you care without having to say anything, and it keeps that spark alive,
Yes, exactly. It's that reminder, we're a team, we're in this together.
Okay, so moving right along, another one that I think is super important, compliments.
Oh, yes.
Compliments. Free to give, easy to forget.
So true.
It's easy to kind of assume, oh, they already know I think they're great.
Yeah, especially after, you've been together a while.
But why is it still important to say it out loud?
Because hearing it, it does something different, It makes you feel seen, appreciated.
It reinforces those positive feelings.
Exactly. Like, think about a time when your partner complimented you on something, even something small. Oh, I love that. Like, it could be anything. You have a great laugh. Or, I love the way you make coffee.
Yes. It just brightens your day.
Absolutely.
It's a little boost of like, hey, you're awesome. And those little boosts, they add up.
They really do. All right, last but not least on our list, trying new things together.
Yes. This is my favorite.
I'm all about this one. I think it's so easy to fall into a routine in a relationship, and you kind of forget that there's a whole world out there to explore.
Absolutely. It's like hitting the refresh button, trying a new restaurant, taking a dance class, anything. It gets you out of your comfort zone and creates these shared memories.
Yes. Because those experiences, they bond you in a way that just like watching TV on the couch ever could.
Right. It's like you're reminding yourselves, we're a team. We can take on anything together.
Mm.
Exactly. So any final words of wisdom for our listeners today on how to keep that relationship spark alive?
Just remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about those small, consistent efforts. Pick one thing from today, just one, and try it out. You might be surprised by the positive changes it brings to your relationship.